In the beginning of the drama, we see the female lead, Jingzhi, whose car gets into an accident and she is lying covered in blood. Then we see the male lead, Xueling, who comes to Jingji, touches her blood, and drinks a little bit of it. After that, Xueling disappears for a moment. He suddenly reappears and kisses Jingji. As soon as Xueling kisses her, all of Jingji's wounds start to heal. Just then, some people arrive who start to pick her up. At that moment, a person named Li Ji also arrives. He is repeatedly saying sorry to Jingji and takes her to the hospital. Now, in the truck that had the accident with Jingji's car, two people are sitting, and they are also carrying a body that was kept in a museum. And some scientists were going to perform experiments on it. And this body belongs to none other than Xueling. Now, Xueling has come to life because of Jingji's blood. He was not a vampire or a monster, but he had many superpowers. Xueling himself didn't know what had happened to him. 100 years ago, he was killed. All the blood was drained from his body, and it was thrown into the deep sea so that no one could recover it. And now, he had come to life after so many years and wanted to find out about everything. And he was healed because of Jingji's blood. Xueling kissed Jingji so that she could also get well. In the next scene, Jingji had also recovered due to Xueling's kiss, but the truck driver and that person were killed. Only Jingji was saved, and people couldn't understand how Jingji's life was saved because her wounds were very severe. In the next scene, Jingji's mom comes to take her home, but Jingji refuses because she wants to rest in the hospital for a few days. In the next scene, Xueling steals modern clothes from a house, and when he wears them and comes out, due to his superpowers, he can hear everything people are saying. Now suddenly, Xueling's heartbeat becomes fast, and this happens because of Jingji. Because whenever Jingji and Xueling are close to each other, their heartbeats become fast. In the next scene, Xueling goes to the hospital to see Jingji because he came to life due to her blood, and Jingji was saved due to Xueling's kiss. But upon seeing him, Jingji starts screaming, "Is anyone there? Is anyone there?" When the nurses come there, no one is there. So the nurses think she's doing this because she doesn't want to leave. Now, Xueling is watching Jingji from a distance and thinks, there must be some mystery that I am alive because of her blood. That's why he thinks, what is the connection between me and this girl? In the next scene, we see Yu Chen, who was a scientist and was going to experiment on Xueling's body. But Xueling's body is missing, so Yu Chen is thinking about what to do now. He also calls an officer, Li Ji. He says, find that body by any means. In the next scene, Jingji is in her hospital room and feels like eating ice cream, but many of her fans are sitting outside, so she tries to go through the other door of the hospital. Now, as soon as she tries to go through the other door, she falls into a pit. Just then, she hears Xueling's voice, so she asks him for help. Xueling says, first, close your eyes, then I will help you. Now, as soon as Jingji closes her eyes, Xueling quickly lifts her up and brings her out, and he himself disappears. Jingji doesn't understand who helped her, but she doesn't think much about it. In the next scene, Xueling also goes to the laboratory and searches why these people were going to experiment on me, but he doesn't find out much and comes back. In the next scene, Xueling goes to Jingji's house. As soon as Jingji opens the door, she sees Xueling, which makes Jingji's heart beat fast, and she finds him quite handsome. But just then, Yu Chen arrives and says, Jingji, what are you doing here? Jingji says, I saw a very handsome boy. Yu Chen says, I have come here to find a body. Jingji says, I don't want to talk to my sixth boyfriend. Here we find out that before Li Ji, Yu Chen was Jingji's sixth boyfriend, and she tells him to leave after fighting with him. Yu Chen says, oh dear, please help a little. That body has suddenly disappeared. No one understands where it is. Hearing this, Jingji agrees. In the next scene, Jingji is at work and her assistant Dong Dong is sitting next to her and says, everything will be fine. Don't you worry. Jingji says, look, everyone has written about my accident, but no one has written about my acting. Just then, the most popular actress Zhang Xuan arrives. Her bodyguards push Dong Dong out and lock the door. Zhang Xuan and Jingji are childhood friends and like each other a lot. Zhang Xuan is very worried for Jingji because this was the seventh boy who had rejected Jingji, and now she even had an accident. Zhang Xuan says, come on, let's go to my teacher. I will take you there, because her teacher used to read horoscopes. In the next scene, when Zhang Xuan takes Jingji to that teacher, Jingji messes with the teacher's mind by asking nonsensical questions, which causes the teacher to fall off his chair and his head gets injured. The teacher says, I can't handle this girl. There is something very wrong with her. And yes, she will meet a good boy who will do her good. In the next scene, Jingji comes home and thinks about what to do. But then she gets an idea. and she looks for roommates at a very low price, but people think it's fake news, so no one goes. When Xueling finds out about this, he goes to Jingji, but Jingji doesn't let him in and closes the door. And as soon as she goes to her room, Xueling is already present there, which shocks her, and she says, "How did you get inside?" Xueling says, "I am not a normal human. I have been alive for 400 years. I have to find my murderer, for which I need your help because I came to life because of your blood." Hearing this, Jingji doesn't believe it, but Xueling convinces her. So Jingji says, "Fine. After finding your murderer, you will leave." In the next scene, Jingji searches for tips on the internet to get him out of the house. So first, she brings lemon and chili, but nothing happens. After that, she brings a sword on which a mantra is written, but even with this, nothing happens. Instead, Jingji herself gets hurt. Now, the third time, she brings water with salt in it, but the water falls on Jingji, and she gets hurt too. In the next scene, when Dongdong goes to Jingji's house, he sees Jingji and Xueling talking nicely to each other and assumes they are definitely girlfriend and boyfriend. In the next scene, Dongdong tells Jingji, "Xueling has become very popular because some girls had put his video on the internet, and everyone is saying how handsome Xueling is." In the next scene, Jingji goes to Xueling and says, "Are you crazy? If you become so popular, then everyone will easily find you, and I want to know about you." So Xueling starts telling her about himself. "When I was 22 to 23 years old, 400 years ago, I went into a jungle where a strange animal attacked me. But because of this, I got quite injured, and my survival became impossible." Now we see a scene from the past where Xueling's parents bring a doctor. The doctor treats him with everything, but he doesn't get well. So the doctor says, "Only poison will cut poison." That's why he gives Xueling a little bit of poison, which cures Xueling, but he can't digest food. So the doctor says, "Maybe this happened because of the poison, because we gave the poison in liquid form, and slowly, this will get better." But that doesn't happen because now, Xueling was with Jingji, and even then, he couldn't digest food. He only drinks liquid things. Now a few days later, when Xueling gets well, he goes for a walk outside. Then all the people outside start moving away from him and say, "He was dead, and now how did he come to life? He was given poison, so he has become a monster." Xueling also heard all this because he had gained a power which allowed him to hear things from far away. In the next scene, Xueling comes home and tells the doctor everything. So the doctor cuts Xueling's hand in front of everyone, but Xueling's hand heals in front of everyone as if he wasn't even injured. Now, the doctor repeatedly cuts Xueling's hand, but his hand keeps healing. Seeing this, the doctor gets scared and leaves from there. In the next scene, when the king finds out about this, he sends his army to kill Xueling. When Xueling finds out about this, he gets worried because he didn't want anything to happen to my parents. That's why he goes to his parents and says, "I am leaving this house. If I remain safe, I will definitely come to meet you." Saying this, he leaves the house. In the next scene, Xueling goes a little distance from his house and his house is set on fire. Because of this, Xueling understands that the king's army has killed my parents. That's why he was spending his life alone for 400 years. Now in the present, when he is telling Jingji all this, Jingji falls asleep, so Xueling also sleeps there. In the next scene, we see the drama's villain, who was wearing a hoodie, which is why his face was not visible. Now a person comes to him and says, "I have put this picture on the net." Seeing this, Xueling will come back. Now we find out that this is the same person who killed Xueling 100 years ago and threw him into the sea. In the next scene, Jingji goes to Xueling and says, "I want to check why our heartbeat becomes so fast when we are close." Xueling says, "Because we both brought each other to life, and we are alive because of each other's blood." Jingji says, "I want to see at what range our heartbeat gets fast." So Jingji sends Xueling far away, and she finds out, "Our heartbeat will get fast at a distance of a little more than 1 kilometer, and we will know that they are nearby." Now, despite knowing everything, Jingji keeps sending Xueling away. When he goes very far, she sends him more than 100 kilometers away and is happy, thinking, "Finally, I have sent Xueling far away." Now, as soon as Jingji goes into the room, she gets worried because Xueling is already present there. In the next scene, during a shooting, Jingji had to do a scene in which her hand was to be cut, but a real knife is placed there instead of a fake one, which causes Jingji's hand to get cut for real, and everyone gets worried and bandages her. In the next scene, Xueling goes to an old house and gets stuck in the lift of that house. And suddenly, cold gas starts coming into that lift, which causes him to start freezing. And due to the cold, he is unable to use his power. Now the villain is watching all this on a screen and is laughing loudly because he will easily kill Xueling and do something to him so that he can never recover. In the next scene, Jingji goes home and Xueling is not there. She waits for Xueling for some time, and when Xueling doesn't come, she goes to find him. First, she goes to her shooting location. Just then, Her heartbeat becomes fast, and she understands that Xueling is there. When she goes into that old house, she calls out to Xueling, but as soon as Jingzhi goes near the lift, she hears a voice from inside. She understands that Xueling is there. That's why she tries hard to open the lift door. Despite trying a lot, the door doesn't open completely, but a little bit. So Jingzhi finds some garbage items, paper, and some other things from her surroundings, collects them, and starts a fire so that a little warmth can reach Xueling. Now, after some time, after receiving the warm air, Xueling feels a bit better and uses his power to open the elevator and comes out. By then, Jingzhi's condition had worsened because her hand was cut. In the next scene, when Jingzhi opens her eyes in the morning, her health is quite bad. She also has a cold and her hand is in pain, and she blames all of this on Xueling and says, "This all happened because of you. I shouldn't have helped you." Hearing this, Xueling starts kissing Jingzhi directly. Jingzhi pushes him back, but Xueling keeps kissing her. So Jingzhi, in anger, starts slapping him and says, "You kissed me again." Xueling says, "First, look at your hand." When Jingzhi looks at her hand, it is completely fine. There is not even a mark of injury on it. Xueling says, "Your cold is also gone. Now you can go and do your work peacefully." Xueling says, "If I kiss anyone, any human, they can be healed. And no matter how injured they are, I can heal everyone with my power. That's why I kissed you. I had no wrong intention." Hearing this, Jingzhi agrees. In the next scene, Jingzhi goes to Zhang Xuan's same teacher and says, "Tell me, if a ghost is after me, how can I get rid of it?" The teacher was already annoyed with Jingzhi, so he said, "First, go and ask that ghost what you want. Whatever it wants, you give it, so it will leave quickly." Jingzhi likes the teacher's advice. In the next scene, Jingzhi goes home and says to Xueling, "Okay, you can stay here, but first you have to tell me what you want and what work you are doing. Whatever you are doing, I will help you with it, but as soon as the work is finished, you will leave." Xueling also agrees and says, "There is a bracelet that was from my time, a very old bracelet. If it is with any family, if you talk to them, you will get something. Because of this, we will be able to find the murderer. Now tell me, will you help me?" Jingde says, "Tell me, how can I help you?" Xueling says, "You will have to go to Liji." Hearing this, Jingzhi gets angry and says, "I will not go to Liji." Xueling says, "If you don't go to Liji, then I won't be able to find out about a document. That's why you should go and talk to him and try to find out about that bracelet. And I will also go and try to find out about papers and stuff." In the next scene, Jingzhi goes to Liji. Liji says, "On the day of the accident, your skirt had a lot of blood on it. We searched for that skirt a lot, but we couldn't find it anywhere." This skirt was already removed by Xueling because if they had tested the blood from it, perhaps they could have found out about Xueling. Liji says, "Do you know about that skirt?" Jingzhi says, "No, I don't know." In the next scene, Xueling also gets that paper document. In the next scene, Jingzhi is with Zhang Xuan. Just then, she finds out that a lot of shopping has been done from her credit card. That's why she runs home and finds out that Xueling has bought a lot of things with her credit card. Seeing this, Jingzhi gets angry and says, "You have finished all the money on my card." Xueling says, "I will return all the money to you tomorrow." Hearing this, Jingzhi says, "Okay, come on, I have some work for you." In the next scene, Jingzhi introduces Xueling to her karate teacher and says, "Now you can work and return my money." Xueling also agrees. In the next scene, when they are going back home, Jingzhi is very tired, so she says to Xueling, "Fly me away." Xueling says, "I am not going to fly you anywhere, so go home." But Jingzhi insists again and again. So Xueling also agrees to her and picks up Jingzhi and flies her to the roof. When they go to the roof, they are shocked because Dong Dong is also sitting there, and Dong Dong also sees them flying. Now both of them sit Dong Dong down and try to explain, but poor Dong Dong is in such a shock that he doesn't understand anything. But just then, Jingzhi and Xueling start fighting and blame each other that this all happened because of you. And in the heat of the moment, Jingzhi tells everything about him. Ling is alive for 400 years. Nothing can happen to him. He cannot die. He has many superpowers. He can heal anyone. Hearing this, poor Dong Dong goes crazy and says, "Please, slowly, explain everything to me." When they explain everything, Dong Dong understands and is also ready to help them. In the next scene, when Dong Dong is working at home, he finds out about a viral video, which was of none other than Xueling, who was flying in the air and going somewhere. And all this was recorded in a security camera, and some company had put it on the internet and also said, "If this video gets 50 million views, we will give more information about this video and also upload a good, clear video because the person's face was not not clear in this video, and because of which it was not clear whether this is a monster or something else. Seeing this, Dong Dong gets very worried and goes and tells Jingji everything. Jingji says to Xueling, "Look, what have you done? If they upload a good video of you after 50 million views, then you are gone. And if Yu Chen, Li Ji, or anyone else finds out, they will all catch you and take you away and experiment on you, and I won't be able to save you either. And I have hidden you for so long, so my career is also gone." Now Jingji is very worried about all these things, but Xueling doesn't pay any attention to all these things and sits comfortably watching Zhang Xuan's TV serial. Jingji is repeatedly shouting at Xueling, but it doesn't affect Xueling at all. He is sitting comfortably and enjoying everything. In the next scene, Jingji is on a shoot where she had to do a scene in which she had to go to Zhang Xuan and threaten her because in the shoot, the boy she likes, Zhang Xuan also likes that boy. And this was a part of the show, which she had to do by climbing on the building. In the next scene, when this scene was happening, Jing was very scared of heights, so she was doing this scene while being scared, and she was not able to do this scene. She was very nervous, and during this, Jingji's heartbeat also becomes fast. In the next scene, Xueling's heartbeat also starts to get fast. He feels that Jingji is in some danger. In the next scene, in a scene of the shooting, when Jingji is scaring Zhang Xuan, just then the male lead of the shooting comes and starts pressing Jingji's neck. Just at this scene, Xueling also arrives. He thinks that maybe these people are killing Jingji in this way and are doing something wrong with her. Because of this, Xueling, in anger, raises his hand on that main lead. Seeing this, all the people get worried, and Zhang Xuan also sees this. That's why Jingji has to go and introduce Xueling. Jingji says, "Xueling is my boyfriend," and throws out some nonsense. "We met like this happened, that happened," and somehow convinces Zhang Xuan. Then Jingji says, "I like Xueling a lot, in fact, we both like each other a lot." But Zhang Xuan doesn't feel good at all because she didn't want Jingji to get hurt for any reason again. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan is sitting alone in the room. Just then, an actress comes and tells her, in the upcoming scenes, Xueling is going to work because the director was talking to Jingji, and Jingji also agreed to this. Hearing all this, Zhang Xuan gets nervous and tells everything to Li Ji. So Li Ji says, "I am not Jingji's boyfriend right now, so you don't need to tell me anything related to her." In the next scene, Li Ji had gone to a restaurant to have food with his colleagues. Jingji also goes to the same restaurant with Xueling. When Jingji goes inside, she sees Li Ji's colleagues are talking about her. "Jingji is a fool, and it's good that you are not with her, Li Ji." Hearing all this, Jingji feels very bad and is about to leave. Just then, Xueling comes there and, in front of everyone, holds Jingji's hand and takes her to Li Ji and says, "I am her boyfriend, and I like her very, very much. It's a good thing you didn't accept her proposal, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten her." And then Xueling, with a lot of style and attitude, takes Jingji away from there. So all the colleagues become silent, and Li Ji also doesn't say anything. In the next scene, after coming home, Jingji is very tense about all these things. She locks herself in the room and is crying a lot. In the next scene, a delivery arrives at Jingji's parents' house, which Xueling had sent, inside which were some clothes and some inappropriate things. Seeing this, Jingji's parents say, "We don't know which boy is living with our daughter now." Because of this, they get quite worried and go to Jingji's house. In the next scene, Jingji is sad and locks herself in the room. So Xueling breaks the door and takes her out, and during this, both of them fall on the sofa. Just then, Jingji's mom and dad arrive. Seeing this, they are shocked. Jingji gets very scared and says, "Oh dear, I am pregnant." She says this so that her mom and dad don't beat Xueling too much, and Xueling, in anger, doesn't do anything to them. Hearing this, her mom and dad stop and say, "Okay, I want to talk to Xueling for some time now. You go upstairs." Poor Jingji can't say anything and goes upstairs. In the next scene, when Jingji goes downstairs after a while to check, she sees that her mom and dad are liking Xueling a lot. Seeing this, Jingji is shocked and goes and asks her parents. So mom and dad say, "We have decided now. Xueling will be our son-in-law, and you have to marry him only." Now Jingji's parents say a lot of good wishes to her and leave from there. And poor Jingji is just shocked, thinking, "What on earth did Xueling tell my mom and dad?" But then she doesn't pay attention. So Xueling says, "Okay, I am leaving the house. You always wanted this, right?" But this time, poor Jingji has to convince him somehow because if her mom and dad find out, they will kill Jingji. That's why she starts requesting a lot, saying, "Please, please." So Xueling also agrees. In the next scene, Xueling says to Jingji, "Go to Li Ji and show him it doesn't matter to you at all that he rejected you. And you cried so much last night, you have to become strong." In the next scene, Jingzhi also goes to Li Ji's office with a lot of style and gives a lot of food to all the people and says, "This is all from my boyfriend." Dong Dong had also gone with Jingji, who had gone to get some information, but his work couldn't be done because they had a lot of security at the police station. Because of this, Dong Dong can't do anything, but he starts thinking about how to get the information. In the next scene, after doing all this, Jingzhi drinks a lot and goes to a bar and is singing a song. Xueling is also there. In the next scene, this news comes in the newspaper about how Jingji was singing a song for her boyfriend, and people have also made very good comments on it. Seeing all these things, Zhang Xuan thinks, Xueling really likes Jingzhi a lot, so now I also have no problem with Jingzhi and Xueling's relationship. Then Zhang Xuan says to Li Ji, maybe this time Jingzhi and Xueling will work out, and Jingzhi will also not be sad. Li Ji says, I also feel something like that. In the next scene, Yu Qin finds out that the professor is taking someone's blood cells and testing them, and that blood sample belongs to none other than Jingji, and they had changed the knife during the shooting, the day Jingji's hand was cut, and now they are experimenting with Jingji's blood. They have to find out, and they know that Jingji is connected to Xueling in some way or another. And now Yu Qin also finds out about all these things, and he asks the professor everything. The professor says, I can do anything to save my daughter. In the next scene, Jingji is going home, and Xueling comes to pick her up. Jingji tells him, the professor was asking me for my blood. Hearing this, Xueling becomes suspicious and says, you should stay away from that professor because maybe they have found out that you are around that body. That's why they did this. Hearing this, Jingji is shocked and makes sure, I will always stay away from that professor so that he can never take my blood sample. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan is at a restaurant with Hong and has also invited Jingji. In the next scene, when Jingji goes there with Xueling, Jingji and Xueling talk very nicely with each other there. And Zhang Xuan was just looking at Xueling because she wanted to make sure that Jingzhi doesn't get hurt this time. And when she sees how well Xueling is treating Jingji, she becomes very happy. And she notices small things and feels that Xueling is a very good person. She understands that Jingji will definitely be happy this time, and this time she will not be hurt either. Zhang Xuan is very impressed with Xueling and is also happy for her friend. In the next scene, Jingji is very worried because 50 million views on that video were about to be completed. She goes and tells this to Xueling, but Xueling was completely chill. He didn't even care about it, so she gets very angry and leaves from there. In the next scene, Jingzhi goes to the shoot and sees that the video has completed 50 million views. That's why she gets very scared and tries to run away from there. But just then, the producer of the show comes and starts telling her how good it was that this video was released. And with 50 million views, his company promoted a drama. He showed a clip from his drama that the hero of this drama was jumping like this, and people were unnecessarily making it viral by calling it a monster. Seeing this, Jingzhi doesn't understand at all because Xueling was in this video. And how could their drama's promotion happen by removing Xueling? In the next scene, when Jingzhi goes home, she asks Dong Dong about all this. And all this was deliberately done by Dong Dong and Xueling. They thought, whoever the villain is, he will definitely contact these people and ask them not to release this video. Now they had also achieved success because Xueling has found out who that villain is. He messages them and also asks to meet. Xueling says, now we will find the murderer and everything will be fine. Knowing all this, Jingzhi gets angry and says, you guys didn't even tell me. I was worried for so many days and you guys didn't think it was necessary to tell me. Now, with this, Jingzhi gets very angry with Xueling and is not even talking to him. In the next scene, when Jingzhi goes for the shooting, she finds out that Zhang Xuan and Xueling had a scene together. When the director comes to ask Jingji, Jingji says, yes, let them do it. It doesn't matter to me. But when the shoot is about to happen, she finds out that there is also a kissing scene here. Seeing this, she gets very tense and runs outside. Just as the shooting starts and they are about to kiss, Jingji shouts, cut, cut, cut! The director also gets worried seeing this and asks, why did you do that? Jingji says, sorry, and leaves from there. Now Xueling also goes after her and says, tell me, what happened? Jingji says, nothing. I don't want to talk to you, and don't you dare kiss at all. Saying this, she leaves. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan says to Jingzhi, your boyfriend is so nice. He didn't kiss me, so don't worry. Hearing this, Jingzhi becomes very happy. In the next scene, Xueling had gone out to get groceries. He buys a lot of things so that he can make a very nice dish for Jingzhi. Just then, a person was running away after snatching a lady's purse. In the process of saving that lady, Xueling pushes that person. Xueling is so strong that his push breaks the person's backbone. That's why when Li Ji finds out about this, he takes Xueling to the police station, and Jingji also comes there and gets very angry at Li Ji. Jingzhi gets Xueling released, but after coming out, She gets very angry at Xueling and says, "You did all this, and because of you, their relationship will be ruined." Xueling says, "Because of you, I didn't even kiss, and I went to get groceries for you so that I could make a nice dish for you." Hearing this, Jingzhi becomes very happy, and the misunderstanding between them also ends. In the next scene, Yu Chen goes to a meeting with Zhang Xuan and meets a senior there. Some things come to Yu Chen's mind, and he understands that maybe that body is alive, and surely there must be some superpower inside that body, and surely it must be alive, which is why we are not able to find it. In the next scene, when Xueling is teaching martial arts, all the children leave from there, but one child's mom has not come to pick him up yet. That's why Xueling also sits with that child. When that child's mom comes to pick him up, Xueling himself drops that child and his mom home. Now, Dong Dong is watching all this and gets angry seeing Xueling so close to that girl, thinking, what was the need to drop her home? That's why Dong Dong shouts a lot at Xueling and says, "Jingji sent the car for me to bring you, but now I will not bring you at all. How can you do this to Jingji? If Jingji finds out about this, how bad will she feel?" Saying this, Dong Dong leaves from there. In the next scene, when Xueling goes home after some time, he sees that Jingji has fallen asleep on the sofa. That's why he picks up Jingji and puts her to bed, and he himself leaves from there. In the next scene, when Jingji opens her eyes in the morning, she can't find Xueling anywhere, so she is sitting outside with Dong Dong and talking that she doesn't know where Xueling has gone. Just then, Jingji's dad comes there. Jingji gets scared seeing him, thinking if dad sees that Xueling is not here, he will get very angry. Just then, Jingji's dad says, "Where is Xueling?" Just then, Xueling arrives in a big car and says, "Father, I bought this car for you." He gifts that big car to her dad, which makes Jingji's dad very happy because he liked this car a lot. In the next scene, Jingji takes Xueling to her room and says, "From where and for how many days did you book this car?" Xueling says, "I didn't buy this from anywhere. I really want to give this to your dad." Jingji says, "I know you don't have that much money. Don't lie." Xueling says, "That was my own money." Hearing this, Jingji is surprised, wondering where he got so much money from. In the next scene, the masked villain tells someone, "Keep a good eye on Xueling," because he wanted to know every single detail about Xueling. Now we see a scene from the past where the villain is a child. He was running, and this was a very old story, and that child was running to save his mom, and soldiers were chasing him. Now both of them, while running, reach a house, and this house belongs to none other than Yueling. Yueling gives both of them a place to stay in his house and also gives them food. Now in the present scene, the villain was remembering all this, thinking, "I have also been alive for a long time, and that's why I need Xueling's blood. I have no more blood, which is why I could die." In the next scene, Xueling cooks food for Jingji, which makes Jingji very excited. But when she tastes the food, her condition becomes quite bad because Xueling had cooked very bad food. But she eats the food to please him. In the next scene, at night, Jingji's condition had worsened due to eating the food. She had gotten food poisoning. Just then, Li Zhi calls her, but Jingji is not able to talk to him because her condition has become quite bad, and she cuts the call and is leaving from there when she falls. Now, hearing her voice, Xueling comes there. Xueling sees Jingji fallen and directly kisses her. So Jingji says, "You kissed me again." Xueling says, "I am not kissing you, nor am I stealing your kiss. Your first kiss will always be your first kiss. I am just doing all this to make you well." Hearing this, Jingji gets angry, and in the heat of the moment, they start talking about money. Jingji says, "You have a lot of money, right? Tell me, where did you get so much money from? And you bought such a big car for my dad." Xueling says, "I will tell you everything, but you will have to help me." Jingji also agrees. In the next scene, Jingji is wearing strange clothes and posing, and Xueling is clicking her picture. Xueling says, "I came to this old place because I like taking pictures, so that by doing all these things, I can remember my remaining memories." That's why he asked Jingji for help. In the next scene, seeing Xueling's old house, Jingji says, "Is this your house? You must have had many girls living with you too, right? And all the maids were very beautiful, weren't they? And who was your queen?" Xueling says, "I didn't let anyone come near me, nor did I date anyone. I have always been single." Hearing this, Jingji laughs a lot and says, "Even a guy like you has always been single, so what will happen to the rest?" In the next scene, Xueling finally tells Jingji, "I hide my money and old things in different places because I have to live for so many generations. So if something happens to me or I get lost, I can come back and take things from the same place." Now Xueling has many valuable things, and he also shows some things to Jingji. Jingji is very excited to find the things. Now Jingji is searching for those things in different places, and Xueling is sitting comfortably watching her and thinking how cute Jingji is. Now he is listening to these things and watching her. Now Jingji also finds and takes out many things. In the next scene, when both of them come back home, Jingji comes near Xueling and returns all the things, saying, "I don't want this. I should work myself and earn all this well." And Jingji kisses Xueling and is about to say bye and leave when Xueling starts laughing and says, "I know what you want to say. You don't want these valuable things. Instead, you want money, right? So, I will give you money and get all your work done, whatever you want." Hearing this, Jingji becomes happy and says, "Thank you," to Xueling and leaves. In the next scene, Jingji goes to Xueling and says, "Today, Li Zhi is on leave. We can succeed in our work." Xueling says, "Okay, let's start." In the next scene, Jingji goes to Li Zhi's house and says, "I haven't met you for many days, so I was missing you a lot. Look, I have brought food for you too." And Jingji starts talking to Li Zhi. In the next scene, Xueling enters Li Zhi's room through the window and starts trying to get some details from his computer. Xueling wanted to meet the person from that house who had sold them a precious item from their house many years ago. If Xueling finds out who sold that item, they will be able to reach that murderer quickly. In the next scene, Jingji was trying to engage Li Zhi in conversation somehow, so that Xueling could quickly check those documents. Here, that file has a password. Xueling doesn't understand what password to enter. He asks Dong Dong about this. Dong Dong was sitting in the car downstairs. Dong Dong tells him some methods. Xueling also tries to find the password, but nothing happens. After thinking for a long time, suddenly Xueling's mind works, and he sees a photo of Jingji nearby. That's why he enters Jingji's birthday date as the password, and the file opens, from which he takes the document inside and finds out everything. In the next scene, Li Zhi hears a sound of something and becomes suspicious and starts going to his room. Jingji stops him somehow and tries to trap him in conversation, but just then, Dong Dong comes there and takes Jingji away. In the next scene, Jingji is very happy while going in the car, and she says to Xueling, "Now you will quickly find out about this matter, and everything will be fine." In the next scene, Jingji says to Xueling, "I will also go with you." But Xueling doesn't take her, so Jingji books a cab and follows him. When Xueling reaches that house, he is shocked to see that the husband and his wife living in that house had already been killed by someone, and it was made to look like a robbery case. But Xueling is sure that this is not a robbery case. Someone has definitely killed them. Now Xueling quickly takes Jingji and comes back home. Now after going home, Jingji is crying a lot and says, "It is our fault. If we both hadn't gone there, maybe that murderer wouldn't have killed both of them either." Now Jingji's health is very bad, and she was repeatedly blaming herself. Now Jingji is crying a lot at night too, so Xueling goes to her and makes her sleep next to him. In the next scene, that murderer is again scaring the professor, saying, "I will kill your daughter." The professor says, "I will find out about all this soon." In the next scene, Xueling finds out that Li Zhi is coming to catch him, and he is at home. Just then, Li Zhi arrives there and asks Xueling to come with him. Jingji tries to stop them, so Li Zhi says, "It would be better if you don't get involved in all this." Then Li Zhi takes Xueling and starts questioning him in the investigation room. Xueling gets angry at Li Zhi and says, "You put a tracking device on Jingji's car. If Jingji finds out about this, think how bad she will feel." Li Zhi says, "I know who did wrong." Saying this, he starts questioning again. Xueling says, "It's not my fault. Yes, I went to the murder place that day, but I went to get some pastry for Jingji. That's why I passed by that place, not inside the house." Hearing all these things, Li Zhi is not believing it. In the next scene, when Li Zhi goes out, Jingji is standing there. She had found out about the tracking device, so she is very angry and says, "How can you do that? Now we have broken up, right? Where I go, where I don't, it's none of your business." Saying this, she gets very angry. In the next scene, when Jingju comes home, she doesn't understand how to get Xueling out. She also calls Zhang Xuan, but her number is switched off. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan's mom calls her. The mom tells her, "I said in an article that Zhang Xuan and Hong are going to get married." Hearing this, she gets very angry and says, "Yes, fine. Because of business, we said that we are getting married, and now you are also fixing the date? I will never let this happen." Just then, Yu Chen comes there and says to Zhang Xuan, "Come with me. You are not in a good mood." Now, after going for a while, Yu Chen's car breaks down, and Zhang Xuan's phone is also not working. That's why she's not picking up Jingji's call either. Now both of them don't understand what to do, so they decide to spend the night there and leave after watching the sunrise in the morning. In the next scene, Jingji goes to Zhang Xuan's house, but no one opens the door. Jingji says, "Where on earth did this girl go?" Just then, Hong comes there. Jingji tells him that Zhang Xuan is not at home. Hong says, "Okay, then come on. I will drop you at the shooting area." Zhang Xuan might have left early in the morning, so Jingji also goes with him. Now on the way, a car starts following Hong and Jingji's car, and also attacks them a lot. Seeing this, Jingji gets very scared and quickly calls Yueling. Here, Yueling had already found found out that something is wrong because he could feel it. That's why he breaks the door and comes out. All the officers think that Xueling is running away, so they take him at gunpoint. Just then, Xueling shouts at Li Zhi, "Go quickly! Jingzhi needs you more at this time. Go quickly and see what happened." That's why Li Zhi leaves from there. In the next scene, Xueling is also freed because no proof was found against him either. Now when he goes out, Li Zhi says, "Don't you want to know how Jingzhi is?" Xueling says, "No, because you are standing so calmly, so she must be fine." In the next scene, Xueling goes to the hospital. Jingzhi is completely calm there, but as soon as she sees Xueling, she hugs him and starts crying a lot. The nurse there also gets emotional seeing both of them so lovey-dovey and caring, and Li Zhi and the nurse also leave them alone. Then Xueling asks Jingzhi, "Tell me, what happened?" Jingzhi says, "A car was following us and I almost died, but somehow Hong saved me." Xueling says, "I will thank him. But now you have to take care of yourself because that murderer has found out that I live with you, so he can attack you too." Jingzhi says, "Yes." In the next scene, when they come home, Xueling is helping Jingzhi a lot. Jingzhi tells him to bring her food, so Xueling also brings her food and is listening to her every word. In the next scene, Dongdong tells Jingzhi on the call, "Articles have come about you again. You are not getting famous in acting as much as you are in accidents." Hearing this, Jingzhi gets very angry, and when she reads the comments, it is written, "Jingzhi is just doing it for popularity." Seeing this, Jingzhi gets very angry. In the next scene, Jingzhi's mom and dad come there. Seeing them, Jingzhi starts crying a lot and says, "Mom, my baby also died. I also had an accident." Hearing this, her mom gets angry and starts hitting her, saying, "You have been lying to me for so long that you are pregnant." Saying this, she starts hitting Jingzhi again. Jingzhi hides behind Xueling. Xueling says, "Mom, stop. Jingzhi said that in a hurry that day to save me. Don't you worry, I will take care of her." So dad says, "Xueling is right, so stop hitting my daughter." In the next scene, Jingzhi is watering the garden. Just then, a big car comes and stops. Jingzhi thinks that Zhang Xuan has come, so she goes forward to see and finds out that this is not Zhang Xuan's car but her own car which Xueling had sent, and Dongdong had brought it. Seeing this, she becomes very happy. In the next scene, Jingzhi goes to the academy where Xueling used to work. There, she sees that many girls are standing who are fans of Xueling. Seeing this, Jingzhi becomes very jealous. Just then, Jingzhi's teacher comes there. Jingzhi starts talking to him and says, "I don't want Xueling to work here anymore." The teacher says, "You are again being jealous for no reason. There is nothing like that. If he works here, let him. Anyway, you said that he is not your boyfriend." Hearing this, Jingzhi also can't say anything. In the next scene, at closing time, Jingzhi wants to go home with Xueling, but she sees that Xueling is going with some other girl. That's why Jingzhi follows both of them and sees that Xueling has come to drop that girl home. Seeing this, Jingzhi gets very angry and leaves from there. In the next scene, when Jingzhi is at home, she is still angry and is not talking nicely to Xueling. In the next scene, Jingzhi is fighting with Xueling over small things and is repeatedly arguing with him. Xueling says, "You are deliberately fighting with me. Look, there is nothing going on between me and that girl. She was just alone, so I went to drop her home. Why are you getting so upset over such a small thing? There is no need to create such a big scene." Jingzhi still doesn't agree and says, "What was the need for you to drop her? Okay, tell me, when are you leaving my house?" Xueling says, "You want me to leave your house so soon? Are you that angry with me?" Jingzhi doesn't say anything and then says, "Yes, that's what I want. Now tell me, when are you leaving? Because I want to help you so that you can go home soon." Xueling says, "Okay, then help me." Then he asks her to do something. In the next scene, Jingzhi goes to meet Yu Chen and shows him a picture from last night which is now going viral, which is of Yu Chen and Zhang Xuan. Jingda says, "How can you date my best friend?" Yu Chen says, "We were dating at that time, but there was nothing like boyfriend-girlfriend between us. We were just friends. I never even held your hand. Now if I like Zhang Xuan, what's the problem?" On this, Jingzhi starts a fake fight and in the heat of the moment says, "What do you think? Could that body be alive?" Because Jingzhi had come here to find out about the body. Hearing this, Yu Chen says, "You think so too, right? I was thinking exactly the same thing." Now Jingzhi tells Yu Chen about that video and says some company had bought it and passed it off as a scene from their film. However, it was not a scene from any film. Hearing this, Yu Chen gets lost in thought and immediately calls Li Ji and tells him. In the next scene, Li Ji and Yu Chen go to the boss of that company and ask about that video, but that boss doesn't say anything. Yu Chen threatens him, so the boss tells everything. In the next scene, Xueling and Jingzhi are sitting together. Xueling says, "You know, you don't even know properly what possession is and what love is. You think whatever is yours, you love it, but it's nothing like that. You just want to possess it, and you don't love me either." Hearing this, Jingzhi feels bad. In the next scene, Jingji is buying some things at the mall with Xueling. She tells him, I met the professor today. He was talking to me in such a way that maybe he has found out that you're the monster. He has found out about all these things. Hearing this, Xueling gets angry and says, you should stay away from him. In fact, not just from him, but keep a distance from every single person because we still don't know at all who the real villain is, who is trying to harm us. And on this matter, they both have a fight. Jingzhi gets angry and leaves from there. In the next scene, Jingzhi goes to Zhang Xuan's house and is crying a lot. Zhang Xuan is laughing seeing her, but Jingzhi is crying and saying, Xueling and I had a fight, but Xueling doesn't like me at all. Zhang Xuan says, it's nothing like that. Don't think about unnecessary things. Saying this, she starts laughing. In the next scene, Li Ji and Yu Chen are sitting. Just then, Li Ji's health starts to deteriorate and blood starts coming from his mouth. Now after a while, when Li Ji takes medicine and feels better, he tells Yu Chen, I have cancer. I am only here for a few days, and that's why I didn't accept Jingji's proposal. I didn't want Jingji to be alone. Then Li Ji forbids Yu Chen from telling Jingji all this, and Yu Chen also agrees. In the next scene, Xueling and Jingji are drinking together. Xueling says, sorry, I shouldn't have scolded you about the professor thing. Jingji agrees and says, what do you think? I want to possess you? It's nothing like that. I really like you. Saying this, she sits on Xueling's lap and says, what did you think? That I would say that? No, I don't like you, nor are you my standard. Jingji liked Xueling. She was saying all this in anger. Xueling says, oh, then that's good. We have cleared everything beforehand. We should not fall in love with each other. And anyway, I will never fall in love with you. Hearing this, Jingzhi gets angry, but she doesn't pay attention to it. In the next scene, there is a party where Jingzhi comes well-dressed with Xueling, and Zhang Xuan also comes with Hong. After some time, it's auction time. First, Zhang Xuan gives her family's old bracelet, which was very beautiful. She puts it in the auction, and many people show interest in it, which is why Zhang Xuan gets money from the auction. Now, many people's things come to the auction. Finally, when it's Jingji's turn, she puts her painting in the auction. Now, seeing that painting, all the people start laughing. No one wanted to take that painting. Seeing this, Jingzhi is very embarrassed. Zhang Xuan also feels like laughing a lot, but she controls herself because Jingzhi will feel very bad. But Xueling is laughing a lot and is blushing completely. Jingzhi tells him, please, you buy it, right? You have so much money, please save my dignity a little. But Xueling doesn't buy it at all. Now at last, another person buys it because a painting of another artist was also being given for free with it, and that person buys Jingji's useless painting to buy that painter's painting. Because of this, poor Jingji's dignity is also saved a little. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan, Xueling, and Jingji are talking. Just then, Xueling says, I am going to meet Hong. Saying this, he leaves. In the next scene, Xueling is leaving when he hears a person talking who was saying, my daughter is in the hospital. I have to go there quickly, but there is a car parked in front of my car which I can't move. Just then, Xueling reaches there and, with one push, moves the car from there. Seeing this, that person is shocked. Xueling says, I learn a lot of martial arts, right? That's why I moved the car easily. Hearing this, that person leaves. Now we see that that car was deliberately placed in front so that when Xueling moves the car, everything would be recorded. In the next scene, Xueling goes inside, and there is a fire, and someone has deliberately put Jingji to sleep inside, and the rest of the people are running away. So Xueling quickly goes to save Jingji. On the other side, Hong goes after the person who started the fire. Now Hong sits in the car and follows that person, but that person's car has an accident. In the next scene, Jingji had fainted. Just then, Xueling comes and saves her and takes her out of there. When Zhang Xuan finds out about this, she quickly goes to Jingji. In the next scene, Jingji is in the hospital, and Zhang Xuan is taking very good care of her, and Xueling is also there. Just then, Hong comes there with a bouquet. Xueling says, stay away from her because twice she has gotten into trouble because of you. In the next scene, Li Ji comes to meet Jingji. Jingji says, you are so tense about me, so why did you reject me? Li Ji doesn't say anything. Just then, he suddenly gets a call and they tell him, that man is a criminal, and his house has also been found. Xueling also hears all this and he also goes there. In the next scene, Xueling goes there and finds out who the real murderer is and who had given all these orders. In the next scene, when Xueling comes home, he is very sad because now he will have to go away from Jingzhi, and he didn't want to go away from Jingzhi. Now after a while, Jingzhi comes there and gets stuck in a sheet and falls into Xueling's lap. But just then, Ling deliberately pushes her, which causes her to fall. But still, Ling doesn't even pick her up and leaves. He was deliberately doing this so that Jingji wouldn't like him and would stay away from him, because it was also very difficult for Ling to leave her. That's why he was deliberately hurting her. In the next scene, Jingji starts fighting with Ling and says, "I got hurt, and still you are not talking to me nicely." Ling scolds her and says, "You will have to take care of yourself now. What will you do after I leave?" Saying this, he leaves. In the next scene, Ling is at the martial arts place. Just then, Jingju comes there and says, "Now see how I will defeat you. What do you think? I need you, and you can hurt me like this? You can always push me down and push me away? So I'll show you right now." Hearing this, Ling starts to laugh, thinking, now she will fight with me. Jingju says, "Let's have a match." Ling says, "Okay, let's go then." Now the match starts, and Jingju beats Ling a lot, but it doesn't have even a little effect on Ling. So Jingji stands in front of him and says, "Okay, now it's your turn." Now Ling just touches her lightly, and Jingji falls far away and gets very hurt. Then all the children there start laughing at her. In the next scene, after a while, Ling carries Jingji on his back. Jingji tells him, "You really hit me." Ling says, "You were the one who asked for a match, and exactly like you fight with me, I just did the same." Jingji now gets angry at him and says, "You weren't supposed to really hit me a little. I just said it like that." Ling says, "Why did you say it just like that? You asked for a real match, so I gave a real match." In the next scene, Li Ji is working. Just then, Zhang Xuan comes there and is shocked to see Li Ji and says, "Li Ji, are you sure you are okay? You look completely weak. It seems like you have some serious illness." But Zhang Xuan doesn't know anything. She just says this, seeing Li Ji's condition. But Li Ji doesn't tell her anything and says, "Okay, tell me, how are things between you and Yu Chen? You two should confess to each other soon." Zhang Xuan says, "I will not do that at all." In the next scene, Jingji is still fighting with Ling and asks, "Why are you doing this?" So Ling tells her the truth and says, "When I came to life because of your blood, at that time I also kissed you so that you could also come to life. Because of this, we have also become connected. And if anyone hurts you, I will also be hurt, and I will also be troubled by this. You have become my weakness. If you die or you get very injured, I will also be in this problem, and I have to complete my revenge. That's why I don't want you to get sick." Now Jingji finds out everything. Jingji feels very bad. She was repeatedly thinking, Ling saved me because he wants to live well, and that's why he is also protecting me. So now Jingji was very heartbroken. In the next scene, when Jingji goes for the shooting, she does the heartbroken and crying scene so well there because she was really crying, but she was not pretending. Now the director and everyone else there are getting so happy, wondering how Jingji suddenly became such a good actress. All the people are praising her. Now Jingji even stops going home. All the interviews, the shows, whatever, was in foreign countries, photo shoots, she starts doing everything. Seeing this, Dong Dong also gets worried because Jingji was not giving him any holidays at all. In the next scene, Ling is also missing her a lot because Jingji had not come home for many days. Ling also watches her interviews and stuff and is also asking Dong Dong. Now Dong Dong is also very worried about this. He tells Jingji, "Now you should go home. I am worried." Jingji says, "Okay, you just quit the job." Dong Dong was fed up with her. He doesn't say anything to her. In the next scene, finally, Jingji has no work. So she comes back home, but she still doesn't feel like going home. So she goes to a bar and starts drinking a lot. Dong Dong stops her, but Jingji doesn't listen to him and drinks a lot and falls asleep right there. So Dong Dong calls Ling and says, "Come and take Jingji. Her condition is very bad." So Ling comes and takes her and is also very worried seeing Jingji. In the next scene, Ling goes home and puts Jingji to sleep. Jingji opens her eyes. Seeing Ling, she says, "You haven't left yet. You were saying you have to go. You don't want to stay with me. Then what are you still doing here? You should go." So Ling tries to make her understand because he knew that Jingji is very hurt. Then Jingji is sleepy. She's talking to Ling and says, "You always leave me and go. You also pushed me, and I got hurt because of you. I am very angry with you, and I will never talk to you." Ling sees her worried and feels bad for her, and then kisses her. Jingji also pushes him, but Ling forcibly kisses her and leaves from there. In the next scene, in the morning when Jingji opens her eyes, no one is there. Jingji just remembered some things from the night. She was thinking, did Ling really come, or was I dreaming? So Jingji calls Dong Dong. Dong Dong tells her, last night Xueling himself went to drop you home. Hearing this, Jingji removes the bandage on her hand and sees that the wound has healed. Seeing this, she becomes very happy that Xueling really came here. In the next scene, Xueling was sitting with some people from the bank and talking. He transfers his property and a lot of things to Jingji's name because he was thinking, when I leave, Jingji will be able to live well with all this money. In the next scene, Li Ji is also with some bank people. Maybe he was also going to transfer his property to Jingji's name. Now, after some time, Li Ji talks and leaves from there. The bank people are talking. Li Ji has cancer. He has a few days. He won't be able to live for long. Xueling hears all these things but doesn't react much. In the next scene, Dong Dong is talking to someone on the phone. Just then, the doorbell rings. It was Xueling who tells Dong Dong, I will stay here until the work is finished. Poor Dong Dong doesn't say anything. In the next scene, Jingzhi deliberately uploads many of her pictures so that Xueling can see. Just then, Dong Dong calls her and says, Hey, why are you uploading pictures? Xueling neither uses a mobile nor does he look at a laptop. But Xueling first sees Jingji's picture on his mobile and later is looking at that photo from Dong Dong's laptop, but he is hiding this from Jingji. He doesn't let her know. Seeing this, Jingji gets very worried. She tells this to Zhang Xuan. Zhang Xuan says, Don't you worry. If not today, then tomorrow he will surely come to you. In the next scene, Jingji's mom and dad call her and say, We are standing outside your house. Quickly open the door. You have changed the password. Hearing this, Jingzhi gets very worried because Xueling was not there, and her mom and dad would get angry not seeing Xueling. That's why Jingzhi quickly calls Xueling and asks him to come home. When Xueling sees that message, he quickly leaves to go to Jingzhi's house. Just then, Jingzhi's mom and dad come inside and start creating a scene. Why did you open the door so late? Jingzhi says, I was taking a shower. So mom says, Okay, so where is Xueling? We want to talk to Xueling too. Jingzhi tries hard to stop them, but Jingzhi's mom doesn't listen at all and says, You guys have definitely broken up. Saying this, she barges into the room and says, Where is Xueling? I want to meet Xueling. Jingzhi says, He's taking a shower right now. He must be inside. Now we can't go inside to see him, can we? But Jingzhi's mom doesn't listen to a single word and is about to go inside. But just then, Xueling comes out of the washroom. Seeing him, Jingzhi becomes happy that she was saved by a whisker, and mom and dad also become happy seeing Xueling, and after talking for a while, they leave from there. So Xueling explains, I somehow got into the washroom to save you. Jingzhi says, I'm sorry. Now Xueling felt like staying here, so he says, What if your parents come back? That's why I should stay here. Jingzhi doesn't understand. She says, No, Dong Dong must be waiting for you, so you should go. When Xueling leaves from there, Jingzhi realizes that Xueling wanted to stay. So Jingzhi feels very bad about her foolishness. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan is shooting. Today her drama's full episode was done, and she is very happy and goes and asks Dong Dong, Where is Jingzhi? She didn't come today. Dong Dong says, I haven't seen Jingzhi today either. Jingzhi had said, I will come on my own, but I don't know why she hasn't come yet. Hearing this, Zhang Xuan gets tense. In the next scene, Jingzhi was sitting comfortably at a shooting location. Just then, someone comes from behind. Jingzhi thinks it's Xueling, but it's someone else who kidnaps Jingzhi and takes her away. In the next scene, Xueling sees Jingzhi's location, and she is going somewhere. Both of them had an app downloaded on their phones through which both of them could see each other's location. Now Xueling thinks, Where is Jingzhi going? Xueling is not feeling right about this, so he starts going to that place. Now, going there, Xueling realizes that something is wrong with Jingzhi because his heartbeat becomes fast. So, he starts searching for Jingzhi everywhere. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan is also very worried about Jingzhi, and she finds some things fallen there. Seeing this, Zhang Xuan becomes sure that something is definitely wrong. So she calls Li Ji and tells him everything. Li Ji also comes there. Just then, Li Ji and his men also come there, and they see a handkerchief there on which chloroform was applied. Seeing this, they understand that Jingzhi has definitely been made unconscious and taken somewhere. In the next scene, Xueling is with Jingzhi. There, we find out who did the kidnapping. That kidnapper was none other than the professor. To save his daughter, he needed Xueling. He had found out that Xueling is the body they have been searching for so many years, and that's why he had brought Jingzhi here, because he knew that to save Jingzhi, Xueling would definitely come. Now that professor locks Jingzhi in a freezer room. When Xueling also goes there, the door is locked, and the professor was watching all this through a screen. Xueling gets angry at this and breaks the camera. Now Xueling somehow encourages Jingzhi and tells her to be okay, but Jingzhi's condition had become very bad. She was having trouble breathing too. So Xueling kisses Jingzhi. Although Xueling's health is also bad, he somehow makes Jingzhi taste his blood so that she can get well. In the next scene, Li Ji had also somehow reached that location. He finds out that Jingzhi is in the freezer. There, they also catch the professor, but the professor is not telling them the password at all. Li Ji says, "Tell me the password." The professor tells a password, but that password is wrong. Dong Dong says, "We can only enter the password 3 times. If we enter the wrong password 2 more times, it might be locked forever." Hearing this, Li Ji gets even angrier. He asks for the password again, but the professor doesn't tell the password. Li Ji calls Yu Chen. Yu Chen tells him a password and says, "The professor used to keep something close to his heart that was special. Maybe he has kept his daughter's birthday there." So Li Ji enters his daughter's birthday, but the password still doesn't open, meaning now there was only the last chance left. Everyone gets very worried, but then Li Ji enters today's date in the password because today's day was also special for the professor, and fortunately, that door opens. So everyone quickly takes out Jingji, whose condition is quite bad. Just then, Li Ji also sees Xueling, and his condition is also quite bad. So Li Ji, for the first time, goes to Xueling and helps him well and takes him out. Li Ji says he felt good because Xueling cares a lot for Jingji, and he was holding Jingji with so much love. Seeing this makes Li Ji happy. In the next scene, Jingji is in the hospital, and Xueling is taking very good care of her. He cooks food for Jingji with his own hands and feeds her with his own hands and is taking very good care of her. In the next scene, Xueling is also helping everyone in the investigation. When he is going home, Li Ji takes him to a coffee restaurant and gives him coffee. Then, Li Ji says, "I suspected you about everything. I thought you were hiding many things, and I still know that you keep many secrets. But I also know that you like Jingji, and I just want you to take good care of Jingji. Stay with her, help her with whatever she needs. I don't want anything more from you. If you are protecting her properly, then that's enough." Saying this, Li Ji leaves from there. In the next scene, Xueling is at Jingji's house. Jingji says, "Look, again, people are talking about me everywhere. They're saying, she is in the hospital and so many accidents happen to someone. Who goes to the hospital for everything?" Hearing her words, Xueling also gets worried and says, "Okay, now I am going." Jingji says, "You don't need to go anywhere." Just then, Dong Dong comes there with all of Xueling's things and says, Xueling is very tired, so he should stay with Jingji. She can't see him suffer like this, right? Jingji is very happy, and Xueling also doesn't go because he also had to protect Jingji. In the next scene, Jingji hands Xueling a very long list of items and asks him to bring all the items from the market. Xueling says, "Why aren't you going?" Jingji says, "I don't want to go out right now, and Dong Dong is also very busy, so he won't be able to do all these things." Hearing this, Xueling goes to get the items. Jingji is resetting up Xueling's room and is decorating it in a very beautiful way, and Dong Dong also helps her. Now Jingji decorates the room very nicely and also puts up many pictures. In the next scene, when Xueling comes back with the items, Jingji is ready to show him the room. In the next scene, Jingji is bothering Xueling and, while talking nonsense, says, "The age difference between you and me is so good. You are 4 to 5 years older than me." Xueling is also worried and says, "Hey, why are you trying to make me old?" In the next scene, Jingji and Xueling go to her parents' house for dinner. After dinner, Jingji goes to Xueling's room. She thinks that Xueling has fallen asleep due to drinking too much, so she sleeps next to Xueling. Just then, Xueling opens his eyes and kisses Jingji and says, "You came to bother me, right?" Then Xueling puts her to work and says, "You will have to do whatever I say, otherwise you will get a punishment." Xueling was deliberately bothering her. Then, Xueling also takes Jingji shopping and also takes her to see a movie. Actually, he wanted to spend some time with Jingji. Now, in this way, both of them are spending their time. Just then, Xueling gets a call from someone. Xueling says, "I have to go there quickly." Jingji also insists on going with him, so Xueling agrees. In the next scene, Xueling goes to that lady's house because her husband had died and she had also taken a loan. That's why those people used to come to the lady's house and bother her, so Xueling used to protect her. Now Jingji also understands this. In the next scene, Li Ji is suspicious of a worker and is going to catch him. Just then, Li Ji's health deteriorates, and a lot of blood starts coming from his mouth. But still, Li Ji doesn't let that person go. He shoots him in the foot and then tells everyone, "I have shot that person in the foot. If anyone finds that person, catch him." Just then, Xueling catches a person and punches him in the face, and it's none other than Zhang. Xueling beats him a lot and says, "Tell me, who is behind all this?" Zhang doesn't tell him anything, so Xueling makes him unconscious. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan and Yu Chen are at the hospital with Li Ji. Yu Chen tells Zhang Xuan that Li Ji likes Jingji a lot, but due to his illness, he doesn't confess. Zhang Xuan also feels very bad hearing this. In the next scene, Jingji says to Xueling, "Go quickly and save Li Ji." But Xueling refuses and says, "I will never interfere with human nature. What is natural will remain natural. I will not save him." Jingji insists a lot, but Xueling doesn't agree. In the next scene, Zhang thanks the villain because he was saved because the villain had given him some of Xueling's blood samples, due to which his foot wound had healed. In the next scene, Jingji is very sad. Just then, Yu Chen comes and tells her about Li Ji. Hearing this, Jingji becomes even sadder and again asks Xueling for help, but Xueling again clearly refuses, which causes fights between Jingji and Xueling. In the next scene, Jingji goes to meet Li Ji. She starts crying seeing Li Ji, and both of them start talking about their childhood. In the next scene, to cheer up Jingji's mood, Xueling brings pastry for her. Jingji is also talking nicely to him. Seeing this, Xueling becomes a little suspicious. Just then, Jingji makes Xueling drink a lot, due to which Xueling gets drunk. Jingji says, "Sorry, I have to save my friend." Then, Jingji starts to take Xueling's blood to save Li Ji. But just then, Xueling opens his eyes and says, "What did you think? I was drunk?" Seeing this, Xueling is very hurt that Jingji was going to make me unconscious and take my blood, meaning she was using me just like that person did many years ago who killed Xueling and took his blood, which he is still using to stay alive. And Jingji was also doing the same thing today. Xueling never thought that Jingji would use me in this way. Xueling is very hurt and says, "Okay, if you want to save Li Ji like this, then okay, I will help you." In the next scene, Jingji and Xueling go to the hospital. Xueling tells Jingji to go out, and he himself saves Li Ji and comes out and tells Jingji now he is completely fine. You can go and meet him, and never meet me again. Now here, Xueling and Jingji are very heartbroken. In the next scene, Xueling is going somewhere after drinking a lot. Just then, he bumps into some people. Those people start hitting Xueling, but Xueling, despite being so powerful, doesn't even touch them and takes so many beatings. Now Xueling is crying a lot. He is repeatedly thinking about Jingji, how Jingji betrayed me. Thinking about all these things, he was crying a lot. In the next scene, after coming home, Jingji looks for Xueling, but she can't find Xueling anywhere, which makes her very sad, and she starts crying. And she is remembering all the moments she spent with Xueling from the beginning until now. Now remembering all these things, Jingji is crying, and she knew that it was all my fault. I did very wrong to Xueling, and he was very hurt. In the next scene, Li Ji was completely fit. All his colleagues congratulate him. In the next scene, when Li Ji finds out that Xueling and Jingji have broken up, he removes Dong Dong and starts driving the car himself. Jingji is also sitting in the car and messaging Xueling, sorry, how are you?" and also sends many messages. Just then, Li Ji says, "What are you doing?" Hearing Li Ji's voice, Jingji says, "What are you doing here?" Li Ji says, "I will drop you home." In the next scene, seeing so many messages from Jingji, Xueling goes to her house and seeing so many tissue papers, he understands that Jingji has also cried a lot and is worried. Now he is wandering around Jingji's house. Just then, Li Ji and Jingji arrive. Yeling hides. Here, Li Ji is taking great care of Jingji. He is giving her water because he already liked Jingji and wanted to be in a relationship with her. Now Xueling gets angry, seeing Li Ji so close to Jingji. Just then, a vase falls from Xueling's hand. Jingji understands that Xueling is here, so she sends Li Ji away and herself goes to Xueling. Both of them were feeling awkward seeing each other. Both of them were missing each other a lot, but couldn't say it. Then Xueling says, "I came here to check after seeing your messages in case your parents came again." Saying this, he is about to leave. Jingji's heart wants her to run and hug Xueling, kiss him, and ask him to stay here, but she can't do that. So Xueling leaves. Seeing this, Jingji feels very bad that she couldn't stop Xueling again, and he is left. In the next scene, Yu Chen finds out that that body is Xueling's. So he tells Jingji all this and asks her about it. In the next scene, Jingji goes to meet Xueling and says, "Yu Chen has found out about you. Now you have to hide from him, and I don't want everyone to know about you." Xueling says, "I knew he would find out. The day I saved Li Ji, I knew it would happen. Don't you worry, everything will be fine. I will soon find that villain and go far away from here forever." Hearing this, Jingji feels very bad and is crying a lot while going home and is remembering Xueling. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan is on a date with Yu Chen, and while talking to him says, "I didn't think that Jingji and Xueling would separate from each other. They were a very good pair." Yu Chen knew everything about Xueling, but he didn't tell Zhang Xuan anything, and Yu Chen wanted to see Xueling once, to see what kind of boy loves Jingji so much. In the next scene, Li Ji goes to meet Jingji, and Xueling is also following him because he knew that Li Ji would definitely go to catch the villain. But Li Ji takes Jingji to dinner and proposes to her and also gives her a ring. Now here, Xueling sees all this. He feels very bad, but he doesn't say anything. Here, Jingji very nicely rejects Li Ji and explains to him, "There was a time when I liked you, but that was also my attraction because I love a boy, and that is Xueling." Then Jingji nicely explains and rejects Li Ji. Shuiling hears all these things and feels very good. In the next scene, Shuiling steals Zhang's laptop and tells Dongdong to find something out of it. Jingji is also sitting right there. They both wanted to talk, but they didn't. But then they start talking about the villain. Now Jingji is about to leave from there. Shuiling starts to leave with her as well. Now Jingji wants to talk to him, but she doesn't say anything and is about to leave. Just then, Shuiling comes back and says, "Would you like to hang out with me for some time?" Saying this, Shuiling then takes her to the ocean and introduces her to a small tortoise who was Shuiling's friend. That tortoise understands everything. Whatever Jingji says to it, the tortoise does the same. Jingji is shocked to see this and feels very good spending time with Shuiling. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan goes to the office to meet Hong and finds out that Hong is not in the office. He is at home. So Zhang Xuan starts to go to his house to meet him. In the next scene, there is a traffic jam. And on the way, Hong's health starts to deteriorate. He looks for something in his box but can't find anything. So he gets out and tries to go home on foot. In the next scene, Zhang Xuan is also in the lift to go to Hong's house. And here Hong reaches home before her. And just then, Hong suddenly starts to get old. All his hair turns white, wrinkles start to appear on his face. He becomes very strange. Now here, we find out that hooded person, that is, the villain, was none other than Hong, whom everyone was looking for. He was the one trying to ruin Shuiling for so long. And 100 years ago too, Hong had drained the blood from Shuiling's body and thrown the poor guy into the sea like a dead corpse. Just then, Zhang Xuan knocks on the door, but no one opens the door. So she calls Hong. The phone bell rings, from which Zhang Xuan finds out that Hong is inside. So she is about to open the door and Hong is lying on the ground in the same way because he is not getting blood. And just then, Zhang Xuan will find out everything and here the drama ends.